Today, I'm going to show you how to write winning video ad scripts for your wholesale business that are going to help you pull in and attract your ideal customers and ultimately convert them into sales. This is a proven framework that I've used for the past couple of years on my clients for both wholesale and residential real estate agents that has helped them pull in clients left and right and help generate over hundreds of thousands of dollars in revenue for them. So to kick it off, we're going to break down the ad structure and then we're going to move from there. So there are three main components when it comes to building an ad. The hook, which accounts for 80% of the ad success, the body remaining, 15 up to 20%, and then the call to action, 1 to 2% of the actual importance of the ad. Now for the hook, the core principle with this is to make it relatable. What I've noticed is using general callouts like every other agent, especially in competitive areas like, distressed homeowners or, hey, if you're looking for a cash offer, listen up. Things like that just simply don't work because everyone hears the same offer over and over again. So what you want to do is meet your prospects at their current position and show and demonstrate you understand their specific problems. Demonstrate you know what's going on with them right now in their specific scenario. And you can say something along the lines of, look, your house is about to go into foreclosure. You have no idea how to trust. There's all these different wholesalers telling you that they can get you the best cash offer in under 24 hours, and you just don't know where to start. And this way, this is addressing all of the current pain points they're experiencing right now in the market. They've been, burned by so many different other people giving you lowball offers, garbage, and they need to know that you can provide a solution for them that's going to actually fit them in their best interest, that's going to make it a no-brainer offer for you to move forward. So some additional psychological triggers you can use are what they're escaping from, focus on like specific situations, not just generalized outcomes. You can also move towards something in the hook. Ideally, this is going to look like their dream state. So paint an ideal scenario for the client. So for example, want to know why some homeowners sell for 20% while you barely get any showings on your listing? Also, you can do emotional drivers, so status and recognition. Does your home keep getting passed over despite having X, Y, Z benefits? And this is going to pull on the frustration and the desire for advancement. And then finally, overall motives. So financial motives, time motives, growth motives, all of these are great for keeping the retention high. Next, we have the body. So the core principle of the body is to build credibility and provide the reasons why they should even trust you and work with you. What makes you different than any other agent and why should they even listen to you? So you have to include a clear explanation of why their current situation exists. Okay, why their current situation in the current market exists. And then move into the insight of what's really causing their problems. Things that most of the time, these are what their competitors are doing for wholesale, right? They're offering the same lowball offers and they're promising the world, offering crazy guarantees that can get, legally iffy and all that kind of stuff. And this is what you want to highlight, and then move into the evidence of your expertise and understanding. If you're a realtor and a wholesaler, you offer, for example, a really unique perspective, right? You can get them and you can potentially pause the foreclosure process. There's a bunch of things you can do that will basically maintain the equity of the home for them that most wholesalers are not doing. And, most of the time, regular real estate or regular wholesalers are just in it to get that contract, get that sign, and they're looking at you more than a number. Whereas when you're a realtor, you can really paint the picture of like, hey, I'm really here to help guide you to the best case scenario. And this is what's going to build that trust, right? So, and then you just give specific examples of how you solved this before. Pretty self-explanatory. So the body structure formula you can use is something along the lines of acknowledge the situation, explain why traditional solutions fail, present your unique insight and approach, provide the proof of the concept, and then break down common objections. And finally, for the close, which is the last 15 to 30 seconds, the core principle here is to have a clear call to action with specific next steps. So it's much more simple than it sounds. All you need to do is explicitly instruct the user, the watcher, on what to do next, give them a clear description of the immediate next step, and then set expectations for what happens after they take action. So click the link below to utilize our free unique mechanism call. Let's say you want to schedule a call. And then from there, you're just going to input a couple questions, book a call in the calendar. We're going to get back to you within X amount of time. And we're going to get on that call and break down all of your options to see what makes the best sense for you, right? And when you're highlighting this, setting the expectations is going to make them feel confident in themselves, and it's going to give you a boost of confidence, and it's going to just build that trust and give the user, the viewer, and your lead, potentially a client, the clarity that they need in order to move forward. So just some other additional key notes about this. You want to be quick. Don't ramble for 3 to 4 sentences. Get to the point quick and be direct. Tell them specifically what to do. And another thing that I like to say is, speak to them like you're speaking to a 5-year-old or, a 5th grader. No, that's kind of a big age gap. But the point is simple, clear instructions, right? There's no jargon. There's none of this like extra sort of language. When they're in an emotional state, they just need simplicity, because simplicity is going to drive clarity, and they're not in a clear-headed state. You want to bring them to clarity, and this is going to build that trust, move them on the path of success for you, for them, and you're going to win. Now, for the length of the ad itself, I get this question all the time. You're going to want to test multiple variations of this because there's not really one conclusive answer. Ads are all about testing in your market to figure out what works. People think posting 1 or 2 ads, literally running it for 2 months, is going to get them the results. Not true. You want to test 60-second variations, 2-minute variations, 3 to 4-minute variations, and you want to keep the content flowing naturally, and you want to avoid it feeling like a lengthy presentation. So in the 60-second ones, you can get to your point quicker. 2 minutes, you can embellish those points. Maybe you can add a little bit more personalization to it, add some more pain points, just dig deeper. And the 3 to 4 minute one, basically you're going to do the exact same thing on the 3 to 4 minute one that you're doing in the 60-second one. It's just you're digging deeper into the pain and you're providing maybe more examples for example. Now for the bread and butter, we have the winning ad templates. So number 1 is the problem solution ad. Now this has worked really well in the past 6 months for me. Basically the hook is just, are you tired of specific problem no matter how much you try common solution? So are you tired of getting lowball offers no matter how much you reach out to multiple different wholesalers, agents? And then in the body, what you want to do is, explain why common solutions fail. Most wholesalers are offering, like let's say you're a realtor and you have a unique approach. Most wholesalers are offering the same lowball offers that never are actually getting you the value of what my property's worth. Then you can share key insight. As a realtor, we can legally help you preserve your equity, buy you some time, and get you the most for your home. And obviously that's the unique approach. And then just show proof it works. X client, we help them sell in under X amount of time. Another client, we had them pause their foreclosure process and we held it down for 30 days and we're able to get them X over asking price or over the common lowball offer in, Z time. Right? And then for the close, just click below to discover how we helped X clients achieve specific result in that time frame. Another one is the authority building ad. So the hook can be like, what I'm about to share completely contradicts what most industry experts are teaching. What I'm about to share completely contradicts what most wholesalers are teaching. Then for the body, just share counterintuitive insight, provide data and evidence, show real results like before, and then break down that methodology. And that's going to establish you as the authority. For the close, want to learn exactly how to do this, click below to, ... And finally, we have the case study ad. So for example, the hook can be something along the lines of, watch how we've helped client type achieve X result without common painful methods. So the body, basically what we'd be doing is a show, a before and after. So X client was, going through this. They were about to be put in foreclosure. They were scared. They didn't know what to do. They were getting so many lowball offers. And afterwards, we got them above asking price. We were able to delay the foreclosure process 30 days, right? Anything that you can do that contrasts a painful, difficult situation with a dreamlight outcome that connects or that puts you as the bridge between those two scenarios. And then you're going to break down the process, share the specific numbers, address the common objections, and then in the close, simply just, if you'd like us to do the same for you, click the link below, etc. Now, here's a quick little checklist. I would actually recommend taking a screenshot of this before you actually end up doing this yourself and publish your ads. You want to ask yourself first, does the hook speak to the specific pain points? Have you included concrete proof and evidence that lays out specific numbers? Are you addressing major objections? Is there clear value articulation? Have you set real expectations for the client? Or is this just like some, outcome that's outlandish that never actually happens and happens 1 out of every, 100 clients that you get? Is the call to action crystal clear? Is it telling them that literally verbatim the steps that are going to happen once they click? And then finally, does it build all 3 know, like, and trust with your ideal customer profile? If so, you're ready to launch. If not, you need to solve every single one of these. This is not a joke. If one of these are missing, your ads are not going to work. optimally, or honestly, they might not even be effective at all. So make sure that all of these different points are covered before you decide to publish your ads. I appreciate you all for tuning in to this point. That's the end of this video for now, and I'll see you in the next one.